do you say? Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Look what I got.
Jason Sudeikis.
Sudeikis.
I know. Tell me.
Because Jason is like a cheeky, hot wizard.
If there was ever like anything in the air, he was like, "Is that me?" So, no, you are fragrant and perfect. He's a total dreamboat.
Thank you to our incredible cast. It's a joy to get to work with you guys. You guys are amazing.
And I go to the theatre all the time. Myself and Sudeikis go quite a lot with our little people to feed their minds as well and get them as obsessive as we are, he and I.
For my little girlie, she's 8, and for her to see her mum doing all of this, and my childhood was far less fortunate, so I feel like I can show her that it's not normal to be comfortable, and I can educate her how I want to educate her and stuff. And for her to see, I'm a single mum, and for her to see me go off and do all of this stuff for me and her is all being given to me, if I'm honest, by Jason.
All things are possible.
Yeah, to be championed by someone like Jason Sudeikis is
special.
Incredible. Yeah.
You said to Jason Sudeikis, you said, "You changed my life."
Yeah, he has.
And your daughter's life.
He has, more importantly, her life. And that's why the first thing I said was, you have changed, more importantly, my daughter's life. Yeah. That's no small thing. I don't come from great wealth, and that was the thing that's changed. I can afford her the luxury of giving her a great education and all those things, and I hope he understands that.
And similar to what Hannah was sort of speaking about in regards to...
And you just hope it will be there with someone, but it's been there with him from day one, Mr. JS.
Jason, you've changed my life with this, and more importantly, my baby girls. And I will fucking work for you for as long as you'll let me, because I'm so privileged to work with you. I really am. I had to have Sudeikis coming in at the end.
Hey! Jingle bells, jingle bells.
And it had to be him at the end, because he's the reason why these two worlds of mine have converged and exploded so much, because he trusted in me.
Because he let me in. He trusted me with it. And I know, in terms of casting, it makes me emotional even talking about it. I know for a fact that he kept going, why do you have to go super, super famous with somebody, why do we have to have somebody that everyone's seen before? Why can't we just have the right person? And he, by all accounts, he just kept saying, that's the right person.
He had to be in it for me. He's so much of the reason why I'm here. And he knows I love him to bits.
I was flown over to meet with Jason Sudeikis, and he and I talked about our children. We talked about my background, and I was like, I know that it's set in an English football team, but where are you going to film it? Because I thought it would be where he lived, here or New York. And he said, Richmond? And I went, Richmond, Virginia? No. Like, he looked at me like I was an absolute mentalist. He went, no, Richmond, Surrey. And I was like, right, half an hour from my house, Richmond, Surrey. Like, literally drive through beautiful Richmond Park with deer bounding all over the place and come to work there. And he was like, yeah, you idiot. And I thought, if I don't get this role, I'm going to literally rugby tackle anyone to the ground. And then 2 weeks later, I was cast in Ted Lasso, and it's changed my life.
And I have to say, in recent years, Mr. Sudeikis, he's encouraged me in a similar way to Trevor Nunn to allow people in, and that I don't always have to be this kind of Trojan or Amazonian woman.
And he was lovely, and he squeezed my hand, and I knew that he was with me on it all, and we have to get on.
God, that man, because he comes from SNL, he has got the quickest effing mind of anyone I've ever met.
But he was so cool, and I will never forget it all my professional career.
And I feel like Jason particularly was observing that about me, that people would see one thing, but he was interested in showing that which people, it's not that they don't want to see it, but they don't bother seeing it. They decide who somebody is. Because in fact, I remember when I went for my first costume fitting, I said, can we just check in with him that he's okay with me wearing sky-high heels? And apparently the word came back straight away. He was like, 100%. Why should she be shorter than me? Now that in itself
speaks volumes,
doesn't it? Just
when I went in for this, Jason was like, I don't care if she wears 4-inch heels. Let's do it.
Like that was Jason going, no, she doesn't need to be in a little kitten heel or pumps. She can give her whatever height heel she wants. And I was like, are we okay with 4-inch Christian Louboutins?
The fact that he was just like, no, I don't care that she's taller than me. That is a completely unique situation to find yourself in, where the man is so generous that they want to raise you up and to celebrate everything that you are, and not that you're like some skinny mini.
I love the fact that he was like, no, you make her who you want her to be.
For somebody like him to recognise all that I am and to use it so universally within the show, I couldn't have had a human being championing me more than him.
I'd always been a jobbing actor and desperately going, please give me something that I can get my teeth into. He's given me that.
And I've heard it might be the end. Is it the end?
Well, I don't know. I mean,
we don't
Jason
like to be
says it's like the end of that 3-season arc.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like trapping him in a dungeon with a notepad and a pen.
It's a good idea.
And just going, dude, what are you doing?
What did you put?
Jason.
I mean, he has his moments when the devil is well and truly in him.
And he improvs and and you're like...
I find that very hard.
I don't think anyone can fathom. I think people are more and more so coming from, you know, his SNL world, all his movies and all the stuff, and being seen as that, not stereotypical, but very, you know, handsome, all of that. He is so deliciously complicated and extraordinarily talented. I actually still find, here we are in season 2, I find myself just gently gawping at him sometimes, because I'm like, how do you do all of this?
Right.
And kind of gently tweak us along the way as well. And then you're on camera as well. It's just, I find him an extraordinary human being.
I think that's a cool idea. Y'all should do that
Elsewhere. Yeah.
Yes.
No, Jason. Where's the camera? Jason.
I love that you an American for Jason.
Probably the one with Jason doing the whole left leg, right leg, all of that. Do you remember that?
Which scene is that?
I mean, season 1 when he's doing left leg, right leg.
Left leg! Woo!
Okay.
Right leg! Not as
Yes.
good! Yeah.
Oh, left leg better than the first. It's just, he's a real fucker for that.
I think sometimes,
Yeah,
like you
Jason.
said, he will be like, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him.
Especially when it's not on his coverage.
But also sometimes when it is, and you're just watching him being like,
Silly sod.
Aren't you in that?
Yeah, no, I am in it, but I love what he does in it. Jason's work on his anxiety attack.
But he's a f***ing incredible actor.
He is, because all of this could have been general, and the subtle nuances of where it starts, and this bit here coming out onto the street is just absolute class act.
I think is absolutely beautiful and could be so easily overbaked or underbaked for that matter. But it was really a delicately thought out little
It was beautifully baked.
thing. Yeah.
And he was tweaking and tweaking and tweaking that monologue. And he's quite something to watch. So there are moments when I've watched it back, there are moments when I look at it and I can see me just luxuriating in Jason.
He is a bit of a lunatic, multi-talented annoyance.
No, Jason's very clever.
Jason! Oh my God! Jason Sudeikis! And having somebody as astonishingly talented as he is feeding off you was such a gift.
I was more impressed with someone else. Yeah, my dad's like that about Jason.
Yeah, that was like, I remember my
Jason and I both felt it, and I think I can safely say for me and him that, I don't know whether you guys know, forgive me if you do, we established with a wide shot. And for me and for him, the first time both of us saying thank you was immense. And then when we came in, I kind of felt it less, because in that moment
when we were wide. It was the first time we said it. It was like Ted and Rebecca, but Jason and Hannah. Yeah. And I have everything to thank him for.
Listen.
I meant it when I said he changed my life.
Yeah, I was going to say.
He swung the door off its hinges, and I will repay him forever.